Call to order and establish a quorum at 7 p.m. Monday, February 2nd, 2026. Roll call. Jan.
Present.
Amy.
Present.
I'm here. Russell.
Here.
Deisha.
Here.
Will you please join us for the invocation and the pledges? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Russell, will you lead us in prayer tonight?
Yes, sir. Heavenly Father, we open our hearts to an awareness of your presence in this room as a community focused on the future. And so we take the energy that you give each one of us and we focus it in a way that takes your love and makes it present in every moment. And in service to this community, we say thank you and amen.
Amen. Thank you. Moving on to mayor announcements. A. Feed and Fanning is canceled for February. B. Next regular city council meeting for February will be adjusted for the Monday holiday. Moving on to citizens' comments. Debbie Crawford, 501 Paris Police Report.
Do I have to turn this on?
If you
I
don't
talk
mind.
loud enough.
Well, but it won't get it on the camera.
Yeah.
It should be on already.
Yep.
There you go.
We have a police that we pay and we don't get a report. He doesn't come. You know, people don't see him around. We'd like to know, you know, we have a fire department report and we have a city crew report. I think we need a police report. I know we share them with Fannin County, but
I have I'll go ahead and address that real quick. I have talked to him about it, and he will now be submitting a police report every single month. We have one in this file right here.
thank you.
Yes,
About
ma'am.
time.
Joe Don, water leaks.
I understand you have 54 leaks in town, and then you want to increase our water because of the leaks?
No, ma'am.
No, you want to increase our water, but if you would fix the leaks, you wouldn't have to increase the water. That's my statement. And the other statement I want to make real quick is Jared Killian. Y'all knew that he changed his work so he could be here at the meeting, and then you changed the meeting on him again. That's why he's resigning, and shame on y'all, because if he's not part of this clique, then you made sure you got rid of him.
All right. Moving on to administrative agenda. Alpha, minutes for December 15th, 2025, regular meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the minutes from the Monday, December 15th meeting.
Do I got a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We move to approve the minutes from the December 15th meeting. Moving to Bravo, minutes for January 6th, 2026. Special workshop for water rates.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to approve the minutes from the January 6th special meeting, special workshop.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving to F, account payable for January 2026.
joins. I'm sorry, big join, what is it? Big join.
Back in July, we had to have a lift station pump 2 or 3 times a week, to the tune of 7 pumps, and he charges $200
That's
each
together.
pump. Yes. The pump was, out of commission because of the watts that had gotten into it and
Okay.
damaged the pump. We had to replace it.
I don't see anything else.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the accounts payable for January 2026.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We move to approve the accounts payable for January 2026. Moving on to G, financial report for January 2026.
What is in miscellaneous?
I'm sorry,
What's in 64.99 miscellaneous?
I'd have to pull it up. I'm not sure. 64.99.
Yeah.
Which report are you looking at, Amy? The general or the water?
Actually, looking at the general.
I'm sorry.
The general.
General,
Yeah.
64.99.
Yeah, sorry. That one that's 61,603.
Good question.
This happened every month, so it's some time ago.
Cause same amount each month.
Yeah.
Only within a couple dollars.
I told him I had 7 cents if he could cover the rest of that. He didn't pull back check.
And Amy, are you looking at the budget versus actual, or the budget only?
I was looking at budget only.
Okay, yeah, you might look at this one, which is the budget versus actual.
Maybe just the one day that I call it 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 minutes like that. And that's probably the really.
Yeah, I didn't have anything budgeted in every month.
Talking about that at home. That it was off project. I couldn't find it, but the truck's starting to break.
That's why I'm putting out these rods that fire up the heaters. And all I'm doing is digging up the drop below 12.5. That truck, that piece of truck, when you just stick, when you start it, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's supposed to be touching. What are you looking at? Did you see it on?
April budget 62.
But I didn't have to get out. So I mean, the worst of those are all.
Oh, yeah, it's gotta be so.
Yeah, it looks like
That has to be a reporting error of some kind.
Yeah, and it's, but then it's negative, they budget.
All that the other day.
I mean, it's probably just wrong.
yeah, it's just good. Well, so I hope it's.
Right here on the.
You know.
Those kids are going. Absolutely.
Oh, she did.
It does, because when it's on, you just grab and soak it like oil, all that raw soap was in that garden. So now you get mud real deep. It goes out like that, I think that Wednesday, that Thursday, because then they go off and run all the foods.
That's a budget allocation error. It has to be.
Yeah. Saturday.
I mean, that just means that the number is in the wrong budget category.
My back is pretty cold. It's a weird thing, this is stuff because you're using up $2 million.
My drive, had a warm driveway. This was at 606. It was probably them. Their head, yeah, that was a bunch of
I mean, I'm hard to stay.
He was leasing those. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, not on that. I'll call him, have complain to both of them, let's do. And we'll discuss some of that idea. Yeah, I was also tired of not knowing what was going on, so.
Oh. Well, I just don't know what the.
I feel like we'll never come back, but they're gonna say there's some here. So
I'm sure that's wrong.
yeah, but where's the one from? I don't know.
Did we change the regular?
We'll discuss that when we are in a executive session.
I don't remember.
Where are y'all going for next Sunday?
Hmm?
Chiefs, Seahawks.
The Chiefs ain't playing.
Not the Chiefs, the Patriots. I'm just so used to the Chiefs now.
I'm watching some people.
He's watching the Puppy Bowl.
We're going for the Seahawks around here, y'all.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, we just got out of the Patriots, and then we get the Chiefs, and now the Patriots are back. Go for the Seahawks.
Yep.
Yes.
Who's the quarterback on the Seahawks? I forget.
I don't even know. I don't know a single player on the Seahawks. I just know I don't like the Patriots. You know, I was stationed in Connecticut, so I had to deal with all those New England fans
yeah.
when they, you remember when they came back in Atlanta?
What now?
Do you remember when they came back in Atlanta in the Super Bowl?
No. I don't
No,
know.
well, they had a big blowout, but 2 years later, they went back to the Super Bowl and lost really bad. I was in Connecticut when they did that. It was horrible. Yeah. It was not fun.
I think this one's, Russell, I think this battery's out because I turned it on twice.
Well, you would grab
We
that
figured out.
Just so, just letting you know,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Goes for grants?
Yep.
Okay.
So is the grant budget amount in the wrong account? Okay.
Nice. Any other questions?
I don't have any more for that.
Okay. Yeah, if y'all are ready, we can move forward.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need someone needs to make a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the financial report for January 2026.
Second.
Russell seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Alrighty, we move to approve the financial report for January 2026. Moving on to information reports, utility/public works department. Lisa.
Yes, we've been working seriously on trying to get the roads, more passable as much as we can with the rock that we have available. Right now, our tractor's down, so we're kind of at a standstill, so we've got to get some work done on it. But they're, as far as public works, he's working to get the roads and keep things, he's still cleaning out of the wastewater and the wells as well, so. Yes, sir.
Can y'all hear her?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The city ended up being closed Monday through Thursday because of the weather. Even though the office was officially closed, I went ahead and came in on Wednesday for part of the day and then was here Thursday and Friday, and Kelly came in as well. I recently found out that we're having to do the city elections on our own. The county is not going to be helping us with city elections for this cycle because it's an even year cycle, and because of the primaries, they don't have to help us, and they decided not to go for it into a contract. So that means we're on our own. So in the meantime, I'm trying to find out how to get a hold of the voting machines and the ballots and all that good stuff. I've been working with Robert Matthews with All American Dogs. We're still trying to address the dog population strays, and I'm trying to see if we can join a lot of the cities together so that we can all address it as a group and make it a little bit more cost effective for all of us. Been working in QuickBooks, trying to get it up to date and get the budget corrected where it didn't go in there correctly. And mostly I've been doing reports. Comptroller has a hotel occupancy, eminent domain, annexation, criminal estate, 941, Texas Workforce Commission, and several others that are all due annually for several different entities. Plus the W-2 and W-3 for 2023 was never done, so I got those sent off to Social Security last Friday. And the 25 ones have been done.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm gonna move on to Constable Hunley's report. We've had January calls for service. We've had 2 arrests, 4 thefts, 6 traffic stops, 5 disturbances, 44 animal complaints, 3 alarms, 11 school patrols, 8 civil matters, 9 medical calls, 4 fire calls, and 5 suspicious activity. Constable office was working every day during the snowstorm. They helped push a lot of people when they got stuck on the bridge up there. All right, that's all for Constable Hunley today.
I do not have a fire report.
And do
December
you got a
report.
fire report?
Have the December report.
Oh, that's awesome.
Submitted by Daniel Hall, the chief, and Dylan Dillahay, the assistant chief. Events, mutual aid 0, grass fires 0, accidents 0, auto fires 0, medical calls 0, CPR 0, structure fires 0, control burns 0. Practice sessions 4, gas leaks 0. Other, we have 1 burn ban violation. Fire alarm 0 for a total of 5 events. Fannin County has lifted the burn ban, but there was a burn ban that went into effect as of December 28th. We've had 6 training and meeting nights. On December 6th, the fire department participated in the Christmas parade. And that sounds trivial, but when you're working with new volunteers who need practice on running the trucks, that's good practice. December 31st, we had 1 call for a burn ban violation. And we still do need daytime volunteers. I don't think I can stress this strongly enough. Nobody, maybe except for felony convictions, is going to be turned away. We need help in the office. We need help in the firehouse. We need help. So if you want to volunteer fire department, think about serving in that way, please. As signed by Chief Daniel Hall, Ladonia Volunteer Fire Department.
Alrighty. Moving on to old business. Discuss, consider, take action. Resolution 2026-0126, setting new fee schedule for city services. Yeah.
There's also the water report y'all had requested in the
So in the interest of full disclosure, I just want to read something from our special workshop. The proposed water rates to be raised include the $2 required by the Texas Water Development Board, plus 5% on all levels of service. Trash services will not change. With your permission, I'll read the ordinance. That way everybody can be advised as to what's in here, so everybody get comfortable. Ordinance number 2026-0126, an ordinance of the City of Ladonia, Texas, amending the city's Code of Ordinances, Appendix A Fee Schedule, Article 6, Utility-Related Fees, Section 6.2, Water and Sewer Service Connections, providing for publication in the official newspaper and an effective date. Whereas the City Council has reviewed costs and fees and spending and funding needs and determined that there is a need to increase utility-related fees and rates, the utility rate increases, and whereas such utility rate increases are needed in the interest of covering costs, providing necessary services, maintaining infrastructure, and providing for future needs of the city and its residents. And whereas the City of Ladonia City Council is charged with the responsibility to periodically review, amend, or delete various articles, sections, and/or subsections of the city's Code of Ordinances. And whereas a review has been conducted in conjunction with the proposed establishment of utility rate increases. And whereas this review indicates that the need exists for increases in the utility fees and rates for the City of Ladonia, and that the Code of Ordinances be amended accordingly. And whereas proposed ordinance 2024-1118 has been developed to address the above stated needs. Now therefore it be ordained by the City Council of the City of Ladonia, Texas, that Section 1, New Water Service Connection Fees. Deposit for all new water accounts, $200. Water taps, $3,000. Sewer taps, $3,500. Lake Ralph Hall fee for new taps on distribution line, $500. These charges must be paid in full prior to taps being installed. Section 2, Fees. Reconnect fee, $50. Late fee, 10%. Return check fee, $35. Radio head report fee, $25. If a meter has to be pulled due to non-payment, there will be a $200 charge to reinstall the meter to be paid before the water is turned back on. Section 3, Water rates for customers of the City of Ladonia. For residents service within the city limits, 0 to 1999 gallons, $40.42. 2,000 to 34.99 gallons, $9.45 per 1,000. 3,500 through 9,999, $9.81 per 1,000, and 10,000 plus gallons, $10.18 per 1,000. Rates for master metered services within city limits, fee per month, $580. 2,000 to 3,499 gallons, $9.45 per 1,000. And that needs to be corrected on there, Lisa. 3,500 through 9,999 gallons, $9.81 per 1,000. 10,000 plus, $10.18 per 1,000. Rates for residential services outside city limits, 0 through 1999 gallons, $53.55. 2,000 through 3,499, $9.81 per 1,000. 3,500 through 9,999 gallons, $9.35 per 1,000. 10,000 gallons plus, $9.70 per 1,000. Rates for master metered services outside city limits. Fee per month, $588. 2,000 through 3,499 gallons, $9.45 per 1,000. 3,500 through 9,999 gallons, $9.81 per 1,000. 10,000 gallons plus, $10.18 per 1,000. Section 4, Sewer Rates. The city's sewer rates shall be as follows. Rates for residential services within city limits, 0 through 1999, $25.50. 2,000 through 7999 gallons, $3.50 per 1,000. 8,000 gallons plus, $3.75 per 1,000. Rates for master metered service within city limits, through 1,999 gallons, $25.50. 2,000 through 7,999 gallons, $3.50 per 1,000. 8,000 gallons plus, $3.75 per 1,000. Rates for residential services outside city limits, 0 through 1999 gallons, $38. 2,000 through 7,999 gallons, $3.50 per 1,000. 8,000 gallons plus, $3.75 per 1,000. Rates for master metered services outside city limits, through 1,999 gallons, $38. 2,000 through 7,999 gallons, $3.50 per 1,000. 8,000 gallons plus, $3.75 per 1,000. Section 5, Trash Rate. Polycart for weekly pickup, $18.25. Second polycart, $9. 2-yard dumpster with weekly pickup, $86. 4-yard dumpster with weekly pickup, $116. Section 6, after hours. After hours fee of $50 will be applied to water accounts for calls for service placed to Public Works from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. Section 7, cutoff valve required. Every residence shall have a cutoff valve between the city meter and the residence. Section 8, city side sewer cleanout. Every residence shall have a sewer cleanout at the city easement. Section 9, final payment date, admin, fees, and/or disconnection of service. Payments must be received by 4 p.m. on the 15th of each month. Overnight payments may be put through the slot at City Hall. A late fee of 10% will be added after the 20th of the month. Water disconnection can occur after the 20th of the month if bill not paid. A reconnect fee of $50 will be added and must be paid before the water is restored. If meter has to be pulled due to non-payment, a $200 fee will be added and must be paid before the meter is reinstalled. Section 10, extensions. Extensions are available for eligible customers. The account must be current prior to the most recent billing cycle. Requests must be made no later than 4 p.m. on the 15th of the month. Extensions may be granted for up to 14 days from the date of the extension request. Extension requests must be made in person by the account holder of record. Water customers may be granted one extension for every 6-month period. An account will not be eligible for a 12-month period if the customer defaults on the existing extension granted. Section 11, repeal. Any existing ordinance or portion of an existing ordinance in conflict with the terms of this ordinance are hereby repealed. Section 12, Code of Ordinances. It is the intention of the City Council that this ordinance shall become a part of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Ladonia, Texas, and may be numbered and codified accordingly. Section 13, effective date. This ordinance shall take effect immediately upon its passage, approval, and official publication as provided by law. Section 14, severability. If any section, provision, clause, or part of this ordinance shall be adjudged or held unconstitutional or invalid, it shall not affect the validity of this ordinance as a whole or any part of the provision.
Any questions?
Okay, on, section 3, number 3, C, is that supposed to be $9.35? If that's the case, it goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes back up.
That's a good question. Do you see what she's saying?
Yeah. I think I've got them reversed.
You think it's supposed to be the 981?
I think it should be the 935 should be where the 981 is.
But then that still puts it to where 10,000 is.
Okay.
So we need to be for sure. We can't
Mhm.
think we have it reversed.
Yep.
And also, Justin, if your name is Miller now, it should be Justin Miller instead of Justin Bratton.
Is it still black on this?
It is on this ordinance.
Oh, yeah,
What did you
it
say?
is. Good catch, Lee. You had a question, Amy, on
What are those rates supposed to be? Do you know? On those,
right here?
yeah. Since they're wrong, what are they supposed to be?
I think they're right. It's just supposed to be
I'm trying to find
981 for 10,000, 935 for 2,000, and 970 for 35. I believe that was the mistake that was made. I believe the rates. I believe the numbers are correct. They're just in the wrong places. Yeah.
Yeah, every other section is graduated lowest to highest.
I'll find my notes and confirm that that's correct. Before it's,
And Russell. Yeah, make sure these are 1,000 here. And then my name needs to be changed. And you said you didn't have a question, Amy? Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so you got the section 3, 2, B and C are per thousand.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I've got
we
that.
mentioned that.
And on the first page where it says where is proposed ordinance, that should be 2026126. It should be this ordinance number, and I'll get that corrected.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so are we adjusting section 3, 3
I think
as discussed?
wrong.
So, so,
Because if you look at residentials within the city limits, they're higher than residential outside the city limits if we do that swap.
Let me see if I can find my schedule from before.
I think that they probably are all the same on that, and it's just that one guy. You see what I mean?
Then yeah, we need to
yeah, let's adjust it.
yep.
This is why you guys get paid the big bucks.
You can't even get just in the spring for a pizza for us to split. Move down. Just the very top thing. Okay.
All right, the correction would be, I got offline on the lines. Section 3, residential rates outside would be, 2,000 to 34.99 would be 9.45 per thousand. 35 to 9.99, 9.81 per thousand. 10,000 plus 10.18 per thousand.
So it's just the same as the rest of them?
And that's the same
Oh,
as
same
the
as-
master metered
yeah.
rates.
Okay.
Okay. And the graduated, or the accelerated flat rates for outside city limits. Lisa, just checking at the top of page 3, section 3A, $38, 38.00.
It's on top of what page?
The top of page 3, there's a 0 missing on the.
Section 4.
Oh, yes, $38.
Okay. You good with those changes? You good with those notes?
Yeah, do we had any other, nobody seen anything else? Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-01-26 as amended.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Moving on to new business. Notice of resignation of Councilmember Jared Killian.
There's no resolution or anything, it's
Yeah.
just an announcement that he has resigned and y'all have accepted that resignation.
We'll go vote to accept it.
I think we vote to accept it, right? We need to.
According to David, it's not a voting item.
All right, well, moving on to Fannindale High School Annual Scholarship. This was something I talked about a while back before we knew about some of the other issues we've had here, and I just really, I no longer think we're gonna be able to do it this year at least. I wanted to be able to, give the school some sort of scholarship from the city, but with us having to raise these rates and the money we've been spending this year, I just don't see it being something we can do.
What's the amount of that scholarship?
This was gonna be the first time we had.
Okay, so it's not budgeted in any way?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Purchase of 50 more radio read meters at a cost of $13,375 and gaskets at a cost of $15.
I tried to get a hold.
I'm back on the scholarship, do we need to have a vote to table it, or,
I don't think so.
okay, just take it off?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Because we
action.
just, yep.
Thank you.
I tried to get a hold of all. I vote that we don't do that until Stephen writes to do it.
Wait, on which one?
On the
The
meters.
C, Charlie. So,
You're gonna move the table that?
Everyone's okay with
Justin, the way I see we do it is, I say, I'm gonna have to agree here with Amy. I think that purchasing 50 more meters again at the cost of $13,375 when we got some other big bills coming up here in this. This might be something we do need to table, guys. I think you might have a point here, Amy.
Is that your motion, Amy?
Yes.
You wanna make a motion?
I motion that we table the purchase of 50 more radio read meters at the cost of $13,375 and gaskets at the cost of $15. Until the other items in the water department are addressed.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alrighty, move to table it. Moving on to Stephen Wright to discuss his water issues on Highway 2990. Come on up here, Mr. Wright.
Well, we're getting to know each other quite well on this. I'd also like to ask that we go ahead and move item E, this direct relationship to this, and talk about both items at the same time, if y'all agree.
Yeah, I think so.
Back almost 6 months ago, when I came up here and reported a leak, because I was getting air and mud in my system, they said there wasn't one. Well, we've later discovered there is a leak up on 2990, and there's also some issues on Askew from the fire hydrant to FM 2990. I personally don't understand going 4-inch line or who's financially responsible for this, as this states, but presently at my former house, I tied in at the old church, went down FM 2990, and then went over to my house, which was over 685 feet of 2-inch pipe. Since I laid that line, 3 other houses have tied into that same water line. And that 2-inch line is adequate to support 4 houses. I mean, you can ask Miss Duncan, she's sitting right there, she's on the end of the line. they don't have pressure and volume issues on that 2-inch line. So why we're going to a 4-inch line, 3 city blocks, and then I assume we're staying 2-inch up 2990 the way this reads, sounds like a little overreach to me. But, I mean, personally, I think if we fix the leak on 2990, it's been there for a while, and it addressed the 1-inch line reduction that Brian brought up in a meeting that me and you had, Justin, address that to a 2-inch line and see where you stand before you spend $15,000. I'd also ask that whatever we do, can we get a timeline? I've been 2 years waiting on to get my meter adjusted, and this has gone on almost 6 months now. If we agree to do something, I'd like to hear a timeline. Some input, please.
I'm hesitant to give you a timeline. Unfortunately, at least tonight, I'm hesitant to give you one because I want to speak with Mr. Garment and I want to figure out a plan before I give you one. Can I get back with you?
I mean, do you agree that that leak that's been
Yeah.
been addressed?
Yeah.
Is probably number one is a valve. It appears to be a valve there. We don't know that that valve's not restricting. Nobody's dug any digging there to see, excuse me, what's really going on.
Who controls that valve? Who controls the valve? Is it a city
City.
valve?
Yes, city.
The valve hasn't been addressed because we were looking at replacing the line, and it would be spending money on something that's gonna be come back and.
Is that part of the 4-inch? Because that's not how I'm reading this. That's why I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it really wouldn't hurt to look at the valve to see if that's what it is instead of spending all this money on replacing the line. I mean, he's got to work to do something.
I mean, the 2-inch, how far would you say it is from that church to your house? I mean, it's 600 foot to mine. It's probably another 200 foot around that corner and down. So probably pushing 800 to 1,000 feet. And that 2-inch line is sufficient. And this is going to be less than that. And right now, there's just 2 of us, myself and watering cattle when they can.
But we can't even use it now. We have to turn it off so he has water.
Thank you too, by the
Oh,
way.
okay. Is this the line that branches off the 2-inch that has a valve? How big is that line that goes to the cattle?
The 2-inch line goes all the way down 2990 past my meter to their meter, and that's where it terminates.
Okay.
The 2-inch line,
Okay.
and
But
then
it's-
we each have one. What is that? 1-inch meter. I believe it's a 1-inch
Okay,
meter.
so run its residential.
Residential meter.
Okay, all right. But everything from that valve is 2-inch all the way up to the meters?
That's what. When Mickey. 30 plus years ago, to Mickey Duncan's remembrance, they laid a 2-inch line down 2990. He cannot remember where they tied in, which was probably at that valve.
Okay.
But he can't remember where his aunt tied in to the city.
Okay.
When he first started, nobody know where my water line even tied into the city. It was later discovered that it went up 2990, turned and went up Askew to that fire hydrant. I'm bad with street names, Askew and whatever that turns into.
And you also having issues with the actual meter itself not being set right.
Well, when we were doing the experiments and we were doing elevation and pressure,
Right.
I had a guy shoot grade, and the glass on the meter is at the exact same elevation as the ground. So when this freeze came, I went out there and stuffed blankets and ran water in my house, not for my benefit. Well, my benefit, but I was afraid the meter was going to freeze.
Yeah.
I paid extra to make sure my plumbing in the house was going to be good till 0. But if your meter freezes, I'm still the one that suffers. So I'm going to run water and I'm going to pack at housing.
Yeah.
I took the blankets out today, so
that-
it could be read whenever y'all come. I forgot when y'all come around.
So that needs to be added to the work order.
And Mickey's
Yeah.
is also
Yeah.
is the same.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
out of the ground also. And I know I've been saying something for 2 years on mine because that was back when Patterson was.
Is there a work request or work order associated with all this?
It should be.
Yeah, which one is it?
Mr. Garland's here.
I'm going to pull him into that executive meeting with us.
But I mean, I'm all for spending money responsibly. You don't have an unlimited checking account, so the 4-inch line right now just sounds to my looking at as a relatively large expense. Now, if you got a bunch of people lining up to tie into that water line, now I can see it to be a different story. We're talking then. Y'all might know something I don't, so that's why we're here to talk.
There's some 29.90 right there.
Yeah, see, that's on here.
It's mentioned 2 or 3 times in different actions that need to be done.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. What I'm gonna ask the council to do is,
And when I say a timeline, I know you're not gonna sit here and say, we're gonna have you something in 45 days, but a goal. You know, that we would like to have something in 90 days. Or, you know, something that we can both kind of watch progress of and say, we're on track or we're not on track. I mean,
if you will hang out for me till after M, I can.
do you understand what you're
Yes,
saying?
sir.
I'm not trying
No,
to
I
get you to
do.
write a check you can't cover, but
I
I just,
absolutely understand. what
we
you're saying.
have a goal to reach to and,
Yes.
and a plan.
Yeah.
And up till this meeting, we didn't have one. Is that fair enough?
Yes, sir. No,
Okay.
you're absolutely right.
Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you for your patience.
Oh, and Mickey's sick. He asked me to address since he can't use his meter, he's using like 300 gallons a month instead of the 1,900 that he can use. That y'all would consider billing him on the per gallon rate until this was resolved. If y'all would just consider it, I did tell him I would ask the question.
Well, thank you for bringing it up. That'll be something we'll
I can't
discuss.
speak for him, but he just asked me to mention it as maybe a possibility. Thank you.
What do y'all want to do about E? Y'all want to table this?
Would you say this is a topic for executive session in some way?
Yeah, I would say at least until we have an executive session later on. So I guess let's just hold off on this. Y'all keep this in y'all's mind. We'll go to the next one.
Just move. Yeah.
Upgrade of Evans Street water line from 1.5 inch to 4 inch and add a new water tap at the cost of $3369.74.
Okay, is this a new tap, like?
There will be a new tap, and the person will pay for that.
That's what I
tap.
was wondering,
Yes.
okay.
So this is Evans Street. They've been working on Evans Street, and every time they fix something, another one blows. We need to replace the whole line, or we're just throwing money out the window.
You know, all one force is for the new signs.
I think so, but you know about it. Ryan, will you come in? Thank you, Mr. Garner. Amy's got a question for you.
Is 4 inch,
Fire away.
is 4 inch the new size line that we talked about? Have to have, right? You don't have to have 2, it's 4, right?
It's for.
It's 4, okay. I
We
couldn't remember because.
We can do two, but those are empty lots, and if we develop them, you're looking at $200-300 difference to put in the 4 inch.
Yeah.
So plan ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your,
To measure
your
twice,
big
cut once.
expenses is your labor and your digging and your machines. It's like $2 a foot difference, maybe 3 between the 2 inch and the 4 inch.
Okay.
Thank you, that's all the questions we got so far.
Thank you. Okay. Is that just the pipe cost? Not the tap cost?
The tap is included in that.
So-
The tap is what, yeah, the tap is something that they would do. This is what it costs the city to do this work.
Okay, so then they pay 3,000 of that.
They will pay 3,000 for the tap.
Okay, okay. So it's 369.74 essentially. Yeah. I guess I make a motion to upgrade of Evans Street water line from 1.5 inch to 4 inch and have a new water tap at the cost of $3369.74, which the cost of the new tap is covered by the new residents.
Do the tap fee, correct?
Yeah, through the tap fee.
Through the tap fee, yep. Making the repair cost the city $369.74.
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
We move to approve the upgrade of Evans Street water line from 1.5 to 4 inch. Moving to G, upgrade to Shelby Lane, tying it into Country Lane with a 2-inch line at the cost of $5707.88.
Since this item was added to the agenda, some more information has become relevant, and we're looking into some other details. I would suggest we table it at this point till we get all the ducks in a row to have pertinent, current information.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, so moved. Move to table.
Any second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
uh,
Moving to H, annual membership to the Texas Municipal Courts Association at a cost of $75 annually. Yes, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
a training, guys.
This is the cheapest way for me to get the training, otherwise we end up paying a fee per course. With the membership, I can go online and take a lot of their courses without having to pay any of the fee costs.
I make a motion that we, cover the annual membership to the Texas Municipal Courts Association at the cost of $75 annually, so the municipal court clerk can participate in online training.
I'll second.
All in favor?
uh,
We move to approve the annual membership to the Texas Municipal Courts Association. Moving to I, purchase of all-in-one printer scanner dedicated to municipal court at the cost of approximately $279 plus a 2-year protection plan at $44.99 or a 4-year protection plan at $49.99.
It comes out of the municipal court
Yes,
account.
yes, it would come out of the municipal court fees that are collected.
I'll make a motion that we approve municipal court expenditure for $280 for the printer scanner and the 4-year plan at $50. So is it $330? Total of $330.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
uh,
Moving to J, purchase of tools for utility department to include shovels, rake, impact drive with battery, 2-inch semi-trash pump, socket set, wire brush, 5-in-1 putty tool. That cost of $667.72. Yeah, I don't believe they have very many tools out there.
Is this an estimate based on fix and feed or where you?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I looked them up at Home Depot. some of this isn't available at Dixon Feed.
Okay. Okay, and this is out of the municipal budget,
For,
is that right? Or
yeah, sure.
it's not water department budget, correct?
That would be y'all's call.
Well, how's it gonna be used?
It's gonna be used to work on water lines.
Okay, so water department,
It's gonna be used mostly for other repairs and water lines, but mostly water lines.
okay. Mr. Garmin, anything else need to be on this list?
I didn't know there was a list.
Have you ever tried Harbor Freight?
Have we looked at prices from
Um,
Harbor Freight?
It's hard to find the prices for Harbor Freight on these items online. I would have to go to the store and check them out. I'd
I
be happy
think-
to
Yeah,
get prices.
we should send somebody tomorrow to get a quote for this from Harbor Freight.
Okay.
Just bounce it around and see what we can do about getting some cheaper prices for it.
Is this critical to get approved?
Important.
So we can,
We have another meeting in February, so.
Is
this affecting their
Can we give you an authorization to approve up to 500?
well, for a maximum amount,
Yeah.
best price. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve up to $670 for the purchase of tools listed on this payment authorization after doing some comparison shopping at Harbor Freight. So your approval is for up to that amount with the best price.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Because you could get in some, that one places, some of this.
Moving on to consider ordinance 2025-1215 requiring health and safety inspection on residential units. Is this? Hold on, let me see it.
You have a copy of the ordinance?
Yeah.
This is one we looked at a bit back, and then Mr. Hamilton took it and revamped it and got it a little bit more legal, I guess.
I think you may have messed up the page numbers a little bit.
Yeah, let's see.
But
Oh, well, yeah.
So much stuff over here.
I can fix that.
yeah, I think it's pretty easy to tell what order it goes.
Let me see. But you did I?
No, my fingers just aren't working.
So it'd be 1 of 6, 2 of 6, etc.
Alrighty, right here, I have a problem with it.
Okay.
Right, page 1, section 1. Right here, it says, when inspection before water utility services can be connected. I'm okay with that, but, reconnected, so if somebody falls behind on their bill and their stuff gets turned off, they have to get another inspection before it can be reconnected. Is that what that's saying? I just want to be clear with it before we,
I believe the intent was if they have, it's like rental properties, when somebody moves out and someone else moves in, that they have to be inspected again at that point.
So it's just one time, if somebody rents a house, they're not going in every year and inspecting it, it's just once?
yes, that is what I'm
That's,
clarifying here.
At the time of, any time there's a change in service, so if somebody moves out.
Change in
then there's-
occupancy.
Yes,
Yeah.
change in occupancy, then another inspection would need to be done.
So if a person was renting a house and they've been there for 3 years, they only go in that one time.
And I don't think, obviously, we wouldn't be like, hey guys, it would be for new renters, right? We couldn't tell current renters that, hey, we're about to start inspecting your house.
Right.
Okay.
I would hope so.
That's,
Oh, wait, a certificate of occupancy for apartment residential unit shall be valid 12 calendar months renewal begin prior to the expiration date. Is this, okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at something.
still on the paperwork from
Oh,
here,
yeah.
but-
I got plenty to look at.
Mr. Gordon?
But he's not the code enforcer. Correct.
Yeah, it would, that's a good question. He's a building
He's not the code
inspector, though, right? But it's not code enforcement. So would it be him or would it be Jim? Officer Hunter.
That would be, we all to decide who you want to have it done, I guess.
Does it say what criteria they're looking for?
It says, give me a minute and I'll finish it. Yeah.
Safety, health, electrical, plumbing, other building code requirements.
I mean, the CEO includes sign-offs by the building department, public works, fire department, engineering department, and health.
Safety, parking. There's different levels of what you call safety.
That's the certificate of occupancy application that Bureau Veritas provided.
I guess my biggest issue with this is, y'all know I rent my house here in town, right? I don't want somebody to come into my house and inspect my home and tell me what I can and can't do in my home. And I don't know how we can be like, hey,
Oh, I agree with you completely.
we can do this to them if I feel uncomfortable if it happening to me. Yeah. So,
If you're only providing water for them, so why would you want to inspect the whole house?
and that's why I'm just not super comfortable with this guy. But, what's your opinion on this, Russell?
Well, the alternative is you have substandard residential structures that are actually dangerous for somebody to live in. Hmm?
Hey guys, can we not have any talking about? We're trying to discuss this here. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just trying to figure this out. Yeah, I'm sure he. Come up here, Mr. Garman. Will you come back up here? Miss Cooper has a
I just
question for you.
clarifying.
So.
Well, I went with a question we were questioning. I was wanting him to clarify what y'all were asking about going into.
Oh yeah, on who you've
At
done.
what point?
I guess it would be building inspections, right? That's what this is
It's a
called.
life, health, and safety
Yeah.
inspection is what it's called. As Russell said, you got slumlords who come in, they won't fix for the attendants, the floors are falling in, the windows don't seal, they're not lockable. All we're doing is going in and making sure people can't break in their home through a window, the floors aren't rotting, kids don't get hurt, the ceiling's not falling in, then making sure electrical is done right, like there's no exposed wires people can get shocked on. That's the main things we're looking for. We're not looking to go in and tell you, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you dope, whatever you want to do. That's not what we're doing. We're going in to make sure that the house doesn't fall in on the tenants.
I feel as if maybe instead of a annual renewal or something like that, or even a first time occupancy, we do it by, because I do want to help citizens. We don't want people living in dangerous homes in here in town and condemnable properties. So there's got to be some sort of compromise. Maybe we could go on maybe if the citizens call us and say, hey, our landlord's not helping us, we've reported this to him, he's not doing it, maybe then we can do some sort of inspection instead of some sort of annual inspection like this.
We had that happen in the past occasionally, so.
Yeah, if we've had people, because then it feels more as if we're being invited to come help them in their home instead of us coming and telling them, hey, this is what we have to do, you're fixing this now. Y'all see where I'm coming from with this?
Well, if you're renting, you're not the one fixing.
Well,
Your landlord is.
But they're supposed to be getting, but they're supposed to be getting, the electrician or whatever is supposed to be getting their, whatever, the code, the fees and everything set up, so they're supposed to be certified anyway, and we're getting their information, correct?
Yes.
They have to have
okay.
license and everything, right?
Yes, yes. If there's any electric work done, it has to be done by a licensed electrician.
and we get the information for it too.
Electricity cannot be turned on until an inspection's been done if there's been any type of work done. So if they've had to replace the meter box or the meter head, any of that, they're going to have to, before the electric company can connect it to that box, it has to be done, the wiring has to be done correctly before they'll turn it on. So they have to get an inspection.
Ultimately, this is about looking out for the best interest of the renter in this case, right? But if you feel like it might be better if Mr. Hamilton were here to talk about all the angles of it.
That would make me slightly more comfortable. Yeah.
Cause I would think we would look at the houses that are condemned before.
I'm just worried about
Right.
invading people's privacy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
my
just
biggest
saying
deal.
that if a house, in that we should be able to go in code enforcement ahead of time. Yeah.
Because if Mr. Hamilton provided this, it's probably very boilerplate, right? And if we want to alter it to say, take the 12-month restriction out, just make it every time the tenant changes, that's when it has to happen. That seems reasonable to me, because now you're talking about an empty, vacant property, right? The inspection's going to occur before anybody moves in, and the next time that would occur is the next time somebody's getting ready to move in, right? So nobody's actually going to be living there anytime that inspection takes place.
And you're also protecting the neighbors, because if the wiring's faulty and it catches their house on fire, it's a good chance it can catch the neighbor next to them on fire as well.
Yeah, and I could see us doing this for the landlords and not the tenants moving in. So say I was gonna rent someplace and I went to you and said, hey, I really like your house. They come to you and they inspect before I even sign a lease. And then it's inspected, it's all good to go, you sign the lease. Versus waiting until I move in and they come in and say, is that what you meant?
Well, it's just, that's just kind of the standard, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a rental property or you're buying a house,
buying a
right?
house,
The
yeah.
inspection happens before the transaction closes,
Yeah.
before the,
Yes.
right? Before
Yeah.
somebody moves in, before the water and electricity are
Give them
turned
the
on in this case.
opportunity to back out in case that landlord doesn't get it fixed and goes some, you know what I mean? And then they're stuck.
Move it into a problem.
I mean, if you want to wait until Mr. Hamilton's here, I think that makes sense,
Yeah.
because we're just talking about a couple of weeks. And
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I prefer.
all right,
Okay.
so I've moved to table. Oh, what item is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Item 9K, consider ordinance 25-12-15 until our next regular meeting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving to L, order city elections for May 2026.
As I was explaining earlier, the county's no longer doing the municipal elections this year. You have a resolution ordering to have the election, And then there's a form required by the state, that is the order of general election for municipalities that is required to be signed by the council.
And Lisa, who over there told you that?
Chris Garcia Perez, the new, Fannin County voting administrator,
Have you
as well
called
with
the?
Judge Cunningham.
The reason I'm asking is because whenever we had one, and they wanted to vote in Delta County as well as Fannin County, you know, because it's flung out well. Delta County had told us that we would need to contact Fannin County since they weren't having an election.
Fannin
And
County
since
has been, Fannin County has been doing the contract for something like 28 years where they do the municipal elections. This year, under the state law, on even years, they are not required to contract. And they've opted not to contract with the cities this year because they don't have the staff with the primaries and other elections coming up.
I'm just
I don't know what we're gonna
curious.
do, but
How does this affect the amount we've budgeted for elections this year?
I'm trying to get a hold of Hart Intercivic and see if we can lease the equipment from them, and they can also build the ballots for us. So I'm trying to get with them and get a cost, and with the weather last week, didn't connect.
Okay.
So I'll be trying again tomorrow to try and reach somebody. Our phone service was down this morning, so until late this afternoon, it came back up again.
Okay. So you feel pretty good about the resolution and the attached documentation? Have you talked to somebody about how this process works and?
I've gone on to the state of, Texas, Secretary of State's website and got the election calendar, which is a list of dates and when things have to be done. And I'm trying to follow that calendar as accurately as I possibly can to get things done on time. In order to have the election, y'all have to order the election as the city council, or there will be no election. And there's a time frame. I believe we have until,
60 days before.
I'm sorry,
Doesn't it say 60 days before the election?
I
Yeah,
think so.
it does.
So,
An election is May 2nd.
yeah, so we're ahead of the.
we have early voting before then.
Yeah. Yes, I believe early voting's April 20th through 28th, I believe is what it's, looking at their calendars. I'm gonna verify that with the Secretary of State to be certain.
Well, y'all see anything in here that you have any concerns about, dates or blanks or anything?
This is unfortunate that we're not gonna help this year.
I agree.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve resolution 260202.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You was sign this off.
Yes.
Blue pen probably.
Okay.
Sign up.
Give your last pen back before I steal it.
My wife gave me these. Yeah. I got lucky with her.
You did.
I think so. But yeah, sign it too.
It was good.
I see.
Is we okay?
Doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
This is about. That's what this is about. Cities.
What year was Sonoma get?
That's it, 21, that's how much.
Because the
That's
county
even-
now
I'm just
issues
looking at
burn
the
bans
water
for unincorporated areas.
for
And I
January
believe
this
that's been out the last
January
legislature,
23.
so cities are not covered in those burn bans, so we need to do something to
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
pick up
You
the
wanna talk about that?
Do what now?
We will.
That's fine.
I was just talking.
Okay.
Yeah, we. Alrighty. Next item on the agenda is we proved that, right? We all moved forward.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we signed it.
Next item on the agenda is M City issuing bone bans.
There's another page of this that somebody thought.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and fill them in, Miss Lisa.
I don't really know where it came from, but now when the county issues burn bans, it's for unincorporated areas only. So the cities are not covered under that burn ban, which makes it difficult to issue burn ban citations for burning. So we need to do something to address when the city is going to post burn bans.
I think the very simple issue here for this is for us to go ahead and say that anytime the county issues a burn ban, the city's on a burn ban.
I think
I
that would
agree.
require an ordinance.
Yeah.
to follow.
Yeah, we would. I think so.
So,
Okay, I can prepare an ordinance for the next meeting.
Thank you.
thank you. I'll save you some work.
Alrighty, guys. Let's go into an executive meeting. At
26.
25. Mr. Gorman, will you come with me, please? Alright, if we reconvene from executive session at 8:58 p.m.
Okay, so I would like to make a motion, and we're gonna pause for discussion after the second, to table item E, the quote to replace the ASCII line, until the next regular meeting. Okay, second, we'll discuss.
I'll second that.
Okay, so the discussion is that the mayor and Mr. Garman and Mr. Wright, if you're willing to, will work to try to identify what the problem is, where the problem is, and come back at the next regular meeting with a plan of action and a timeline.
So do I need to sign up to be on the agenda for next month's meeting?
It's on the agenda already. We just
Back on the agenda for next.
we just
month's
tabled it
meeting,
until the next regular meeting. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is that gonna be the 23rd or yet to be determined?
Y'all haven't set a date yet. The 16th is a holiday.
is that
So the next Monday?
Yeah, it
the
should be
third.
the next Monday.
that's not the third Monday, is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. You wanna do it 17th?
What day is that on?
Tuesday?
Tuesday. You can write me a note for the fire department meeting on this.
Yep.
Do that? Okay. It's fine with me.
So,
Well, that's Mardi Gras too. Is that okay? That's a holiday.
Y'all wanna do it on the 18th?
No, I'm kidding. 17th is fine.
First day of early voting.
I won't be here on the 17th, but
You won't be here.
Then we'll do it on the 18th.
You'll be here at 8.
When will you be back, Disha?
the 18th.
18th,
Okay.
we'll do it on, I wanna,
That's
celebrate
the
as
y'all
well.
need one
Yeah.
here. I don't think.
But
you
in the
can be here.
meantime, are
I
they?
will not be here on a Wednesday.
What about 19th?
Thursday.
I will not be here on a Wednesday.
Thursday?
Thursday.
19th works for you guys? 19th works for you, mister?
It works fine for me.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, they're gonna identify where the leak is and all that.
Come back with a plan and a timeline.
Is that gonna be at the regular
And-
time?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Can, ask one other, the financial responsibility note that was in there, or am I expecting
No.
to? Okay. Hey, I'm just,
Good question.
We're not expecting you. Alrighty. Anything else?
oh, Mickey,
You gotta
I
vote
have
on that.
7 cents
Yeah.
to get the rest.
I move to adjourn.
No.
No, we got to vote on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, which one?
On table.
E.
We already did. Oh, I'm sorry.
I seconded it, but nobody else.
Wait, second discussion.
All in favor?
All right. Aye.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Move to adjourn. All right.
All
All in favor?
Okay.
Uh,
Justin, did